placeholders
This tool
for
will
text and
select
images
all the
or
clips
video,
to the right
so
of my
you can
click.
easily replace them with your
The
own
next
content.
one is the track
Customize
selection
the
backward
text,
tool.
font,
It is
color,
used to
and other
select all the
elements as
clips
needed
to the
match
left
your
of the
branding or
cursor in
style.
a sequence.
Many
The
opener
keyboard
presets
shortcut for
also
this
allow
is
you to adjust
Shift plus
animation
A.
properties, such as
I have
timing,
taken the
speed,
track
and
selection tool
transitions.
and will select
After
this clip.
applying the changes
This
and
tool will
ensuring
select
the
all
opener
the
flows
clips to
seamlessly
the
with
left
your
of my
footage.
click.
Preview the composition.
The next one
4.
is the
Logo
Ripple
reveal.
Edit tool.
The
The
fourth
shortcut
preset,
for the
which we're
Ripple
going
Edit
to
tool
talk about,
is B.
Logo reveal.
It is used to
Logo
trim the
reveal
in or
presets
out point
animate your
between
logo
two
with
clips
stylish
on the
effects,
timeline.
making it
The
appear in
Ripple
a
Edit
creative
tool
way.
closes gaps
Adding
caused
a
by the
professional
edit
and dramatic
and preserves
touch to your
all
video
the edits
intro.
to the left or
Perfect for
right of the
branding.
trimmed clip.
To use logo
The
reveal
next tool
presets
is
from
the Rolling
Envato
Edit
elements
tool.
in After Effects.
The shortcut for the
Repeat
Rolling
steps
Edit tool
by
is
downloading
N.
the logo reveal template
It is
that
used to
suits your
roll the
project,
edit
or
point
you can
between
simply
two
check
clips
the
in a
download link in the
timeline.
description.
The Rolling Edit
Once
tool trims the in point of the
open your
one
After
and the
Effects
out point of
project.
the other,
After
while
the
leaving
file
the
is
combined
imported,
duration of the
locate the
two
logo
clips
reveal template
unchanged.
in your project.
The next one
Most
is the
logo
Rate
reveal
Stretch tool.
presets have
The
placeholders
shortcut
your
for the
logo
Rate
and
Stretch tool
tagline.
is R.
So simply replace
It
the
is used to
placeholder
shorten the
assets
clip
with your
on the
own logo file
timeline
and
by
text.
speeding up its
If
playback
the preset
or to
includes
lengthen
any
it by
pre-built
slowing
visual
it down.
effects, such
The
as
Rate
lighting
Stretch
or
tool
particle
changes
effects,
speed
you
and
can further
duration,
tweak those
but
to fit
leaves
your
the
desired
in and out
look.
points of the clip
Once you've made all your
unchanged.
customizations and are happy with how your logo reveal
Then we
looks,
have a remix
preview
tool
the
that helps in
animation to ensure
remixing
it
audio.
aligns well with your video.
Select the
The
Remix
last
tool
preset, which I am
and
going
drag
to show,
the
is
edge of an
the
audio
Instagram
clip.
Stories pack. The Instagram Stories
An
pack
essential
offers
sound panel will be
pre-designed
opened
templates and animations
where you
for
can
creating
remix audio
eye-catching
clips
and engaging
using these
Instagram
properties.
stories.
The next
It
one
includes
is a
various
razor
text,
tool.
image, and
The
video
shortcut
effects,
for the razor tool
making it
is
easy
C.
to customize
It
and
is
share
used to make one or
professional-looking
more
stories
cuts and clips
quickly
on a
and
timeline.
effortlessly.
Click
To
a
use
point in a clip
Instagram
to
Story
split it
Pack
at
presets
that
from
precise
Envato
location.
elements in After Effects.
Also,
Start
you
by
can add
downloading
cuts
the
by pressing
Instagram Story
Ctrl
template
plus
pack
K
that you
or
want to
Command
use,
plus
or you
K
can simply
on the
check
keyboard.
the download link in the description.
In the description
Once
below,
downloaded,
you can
open
find a
your
link
After
to
Effects
Envato
project.
Elements, which
These
offers
templates
millions
often
of
come with
incredible
pre-designed
resources
elements like
to assist you
animated
on your
backgrounds,
video
text
creation journey.
placeholders, and graphic elements.
The next one
so you can
is the
simply
Slit
replace
tool.
the placeholder
The shortcut
text,
for the
images,
Slit tool
or
is
videos
Y.
with your own content.
It is used to
As you can see, I am
simultaneously
placing
change
a
the
pizza
in and
pic
out
onto the
points of a
template.
clip in a
Well, you can
timeline
customize
while
the
keeping the
text by
time
changing
span
the font,
between them
size,
constant.
color, and
The
content
next
to match
one
your
is a
branding.
Slide tool.
Many
The
Instagram
shortcut for the
Story
Slide
templates
tool
also
is
offer
U.
customizable
It is used to
animation
move a clip
properties
to the
such as
left
transition
or
effects,
right in a
timing,
timeline
and
while
speed.
simultaneously
If needed,
trimming the
you can
two
further
clips
tweak
that
the
surround
visuals,
it.
including the
The next
background
one
colors
is the
or
Pen
any
tool.
preloaded
The
animations
shortcut for the
to
Pen
better
tool
fit your
is
style.
P.
Using
It is
Instagram
used to
Story
set
Pack
or
presets
select
from
keyframes
Envato Elements allows
or
you
to adjust
quickly create
connector lines
polished
in a
and
timeline.
professional-looking stories
Drag a
with minimal
connector
effort,
line vertically
helping
to
you
adjust
enhance
it.
your social
Use
media
Control
presence.
plus left click
If
or
you guys
Command
are
plus
interested
left
in
click on
subscribe
the
or like
connector line
buttons, they
to
have
set a
some pretty
keyframe.
cool YouTube
The
animations
next tool
that
is
you
the
guys can
Rectangle
download.
tool.
So that
It
is it
allows
for
you
the
to
video.
create
I hope you
rectangular
guys enjoyed
shapes,
it.
and you can
again,
modify
everything
its
that I've
properties
talked
in
about
the
is
Effect
linked to in the
Control panel,
description box
then
below.
Shape, and
Thanks
then
to Envato
Appearance.
Elements for
You
being
can
the
adjust
sponsor of this
parameters
video.
such as color,
If you want to learn these
stroke,
effects or
and
presets
shadow.
in depth, comment
Following
tutorial,
that is
and
the
we will
Ellipse
create
tool,
tutorials
which is
these
used for
effects and
creating
presets in
ellipse
depth.
shapes.
Scan this
Lastly,
QR code to
we have
connect
the
with
Polygon
Novela
tool,
Film Academy.
which enables you to
Learn
create
video editing,
polygons.
graphic design, or get professional
The next
editing
one
services.
is a hand tool.
And that's it.
The
Let us know
shortcut
what
for the
you'd
hand
like to
tool
see next.
is
Drop
H.
your suggestions
It
in
is
the
used to
comments
move
below.
the viewing area of a
Subscribe
timeline to the
Novela
right
Film Academy
or
for
left.
more such videos. Hey guys,
The next
in
one
this
is
tutorial,
the Zoom tool.
I will show you
The
how to
shortcut
create
for the Zoom
waterfall,
tool
ripple
is
effect
Z.
in After
It
Effects.
is used to zoom
Let's
in
get started.
or zoom out in a timeline viewing area. Click in the viewing area to zoom in by one increment. Alt plus click or Option plus click to zoom out by
To
one
start,
increment.
create a new composition in After
The last
Effects
one
by
is the
clicking
Type
here.
tool.
In
The shortcut for the Type tool
dialog
is
box,
T.
set the resolution
We can
to
use a Type
1920
tool
by
to create a
1080
text
pixels
box
to create a
or
full
type
HD
text
project.
on the project window.
Make sure the frame rate is set to 30
Then we have a
FPS
vertical
for
Type Create tool.
animation. Name
To
this
create
composition
vertical
main
text
comp to keep
on the
track
project
of your
window.
work and click OK. Next, add a background to your composition.
Firstly,
Right-click on the
we need to
timeline
add our
panel,
footage to the
select
sequence
New,
on the timeline.
and then choose Solid.
Double-click on the
In
media
Solid
file you
Settings
want to
dialog
use.
box,
It
set
will
the
open
color
in
to
the
create
source
a clean
monitor,
background, and
allowing you
rename
to
the
select
solid layer
specific
BG.
parts you want to use in your
Once you
video.
click OK,
Use
the
I
white
to set
background
the
will
in
fill your
point,
entire
and
composition.
O to set
add
the out
text,
point for your
select the
selection.
text tool,
This way,
click on
you
the
only use the
composition
best
panel,
parts of your
and type
clips.
the text you want.
After trimming your
It could be
video,
something
drag
like
it from
water
the source
drop effect,
monitor
or
and
any
drop it
text
onto the
relevant to
video
your
track
project.
In the
After
timeline
typing
panel,
the text,
if your
use the
video has
alignment
audio,
tools to
it
center
will
align it
automatically
both
link to the
horizontally
video.
and
To
vertically
separate
in the
them,
composition.
drag the audio
You can
part to
adjust
a
the
different
font,
audio
size,
track.
and style of the text
Now let's
as needed to
discuss
suit
about
your
the
design.
options available on the
Once you have
timeline.
your background and text
Firstly,
in place,
we have
it's
source
time to
patching for
pre-compose the
inserts
layers.
and overwrites.
Select both
Source
the BG
patching in
layer
Premiere
and the
Pro
text layer
allows
in
you
the
to
timeline.
control which
Right-click
tracks in
on
your
the selected
timeline
layers
are
and
affected
choose
when you add
pre-compose.
or replace a
In
clip
the
from the
dialog
source
box
monitor.
that appears,
It
rename
ensures
the
that the selected
pre-composition
clip
to BG
goes
comp
exactly where
and
you
click
want it
OK.
in the timeline.
This
It's
action
especially
combines your
useful for
background and
projects
text
with
into
many
a single
video and audio
pre-composition,
tracks,
making
giving
it
you
easier to
precise
manage as you
control
move
over
forward
where
in
your new
project.
clips should go.
After
To
this,
enable source
create a new
patching, click
composition
the
for
source
radio
patching
wave
button
effect by
for the desired
right-clicking
track in the
project panel
timeline,
and
or use the
selecting New
keyboard
Composition.
shortcut,
Name this
for video
composition
tracks
wave.
and audio
Then
tracks.
right-click on the timeline
For
panel
overwriting
and
clips,
choose New, then Solid
use
to
the
create
keyboard
a new
shortcut,
solid layer.
full stop,
Rename this
for
layer
both video
radio wave.
and audio tracks. This
Now
feature
go to the
helps you
Effects
manage
and
your
Presets
timeline
panel.
effectively
Search for the
when
radio
dealing
waves
with
effect
multiple video
and drag
and
it
audio
onto your
layers.
solid layer.
Next,
In the Effect
we have
Controls
toggle
panel,
track lock
change the
for the
color of the
audio
wave to
and the
white
video
to match the
layers.
theme.
Each layer
Set the
comes with its
frequency
own
to
toggle
0
lock.
to make the wave
When a
appear
layer
more
is locked,
static and
we are
adjust the
unable to
expansion value
modify
to make the
or
waves
edit it.
expand.
For example,
Enable the reflection
let's lock
option,
the
which
V1
will make
layer.
the waves
Now we
reflect
can
on the
even
surface.
select the clips
To
on
make the
layer
radio
V1.
wave disappear after a few seconds.
Now let's discuss
decrease
the
the
timeline's
lifespan
video
value.
and audio
This
layers.
ensures that
It's
the waves
pretty
don't
straightforward.
last too long and
The
fade
video
out
layers
naturally.
are named
Next,
V1,
increase the start width
V2,
to 100 to give the
and
waves more
V3,
width as they
while the
propagate.
audio layers are named
After adjusting
A1,
these settings, apply the
A2,
turbulent displace effect
and
that adds
A3.
distortion to the wave. Lower the amount
Then we
and
have a
size
toggle for
values
track
to reduce
targeting,
the intensity
which
of the
can be
distortion,
toggled by clicking
which
on the
creates
layer
a more
names,
subtle effect.
such as V1
To
and
further
A1.
enhance the look of the waves,
By default,
apply the
V1 and
fastbox blur
A1 are
effect to the
toggled
layer.
on for track targeting.
Increase the blur
If you want to
value
paste a
slightly
clip
to
on
soften
the
the
V2
waves
layer,
and make them look
make
smoother.
sure the V2
After
layer is
applying
toggled
the
on.
blur, you might
And then
notice that the
simply
radio
paste
waves
away.
disappear too
The
soon.
same goes for audio
In this
layers.
case, go back to the lifespan
Then we have
settings
toggled
and
sync
increase
lock,
the value
which is
slightly
automatically
to ensure the
enabled.
wave stays
It
visible
ensures
long
that
enough.
all tracks which are
Next,
toggled
use
on
the
are
producer
affected
point to
equally
position the wave
by
at the
certain
bottom left of
adjustments
the
made to any
composition.
track.
To create
For example,
variation,
we have
select
this
the
clip
radio
on
wave
V3
layer
with
and press
audio
Ctrl
attached
plus
to
D
the A3
duplicate it.
track. If
Rename
you
this
toggle off
duplicate
the
layer
sync lock
radio
for
wave to
A3
move
and
it to
ripple,
the top
delete
right
the
of the
clip on
composition using
V2.
the producer
You'll
point
see that
option.
all tracks
Then drag
except
the layer to
A3
2
are
seconds
affected.
on the timeline.
Now let's
so it
undo
appears
and
slightly
toggle
later
on the
than
sync
the
lock
first
for
wave.
A3.
Duplicate this
Now
layer
I'm
again
ripple
by
deleting
pressing
the clip
Ctrl
from
plus D
V2.
and move the new layer to
You can
1
see
second.
the audio track A3 is also affected by ripple delete.
Decrease the lifespan of this
To keep
layer
things
so it
organized,
disappears earlier
we've got
than
an
the
eye
previous
icon
waves.
for toggle track output. If
Now,
you disable
duplicate
it,
this
you
layer
won't see
one
the
more
output
time,
of that
place it
particular
above
layer.
in the timeline,
For example,
and drag it
I will
forward to
toggle off
another
layer
time,
V2.
so you have a continuous flow
Now you
of
can't
radio
see the
waves in
output for layer
composition.
V2.
Once all the layers are set up, go back
In
to the
audio,
main comp
we have a
composition.
mute icon that
Drag
mutes
the
the
wave
audio
composition
track.
from the project panel into the
Besides
timeline of
mute,
the
we
main
have a
comp.
solo track.
This will bring the
All the
wave
tracks,
animation into
except
the
the
main
solo
composition,
track enabled
and you
will be
can see
muted.
the effect
Only
applied
the
to
enabled
background
audio
and
track
text
will be
layers.
played.
Create
Then we
an
have a
adjustment
microphone
layer by
icon
right-clicking on
that
the
helps us to
timeline
record
and selecting
voiceover
New, then
directly in
Adjustment layer.
Premiere Pro.
This
For
adjustment layer
example,
will allow you
if
to
you
apply
position the
additional
playhead at a
effects that affect
specific
the
point,
entire
the
composition.
recording will start
In the
from that
Effects and
position.
Presets panel,
By clicking on
search
the
for the
icon,
Caustics effect
Premiere Pro
and
will
apply
start
it to the
recording
adjustment layer.
voiceover.
The
Now
Caustics
click
effect
again to stop
simulates the
recording,
interaction
and the
of light
recorded
with
layer
water,
will be added to
giving
your
a
timeline.
reflective surface that will enhance the appearance of the
You
radio
can always
waves.
adjust the heights
In
of
the
the
Effect
layers
Controls
by
panel,
simply
set the water
double-clicking on
surface
that
to the
layer
wave layer
to
so that the
expand that
caustics will
particular track.
interact with the radio wave
Or else you can
animation.
hold and drag the
Adjust
lines
color
between
to
two
white
tracks
keep
to
the
expand
effect
them.
consistent with the
It
wave's
can be
color.
also done by pressing
Finally,
Alt
tweak the settings
on
of the
Windows
Caustics
or
effect to
Option
achieve your
on Mac,
desired look.
and scrolling
Play
the mouse
around with
wheel
the
will
reflection
expand
depth,
and contract the
wave size,
layer.
and other
Make sure this
parameters
will affect
until
the
the
layer
waves
on
interact
which your cursor
naturally
will
with
be
the
placed.
background, creating
So
a
we'll start
cohesive
from the
and
top
visually
left first.
appealing result. result.
we have a sequence
After
time code
adjusting
here,
everything,
which
your
portrays
composition
time
will
from
display
hours,
dynamic radio
minutes,
waves with a reflective
seconds,
surface. If you
and
want to
frames per
download
second.
project files or any of the
Then,
assets
we
used
have
to
the
creating this
insert
video,
and
you can find the
overwrite
link in the
sequences
description
as
below.
nests or
Scan
individual
this QR
clips
code
option.
to connect with Novela
This option
Film Academy.
allows you to
Learn
control
video
how
editing,
sequences are
graphic
inserted
design,
or
get
overwritten
professional
when
editing
working with
services,
nested sequences.
And that's it.
Nested
Let us know what you'd
sequences
like to
are a
see next.
powerful
Drop your
organizational
suggestions in the
tool in
comments
video
below.
editing.
Subscribe
They allow
to
you to take a
Novela Film
sequence
Academy
and
for
treat
more
it
such
as a
videos.
single clip
Hi
within
friends,
another sequence.
welcome to my YouTube
This can be
channel.
incredibly
In this
useful
tutorial,
when you want to
we'll walk
apply
you through
effects,
3D tracking in
transitions,
Adobe
or
After
adjustments
Effects.
to multiple
Let's get
clips as a
started.
group, or when you need to create complex compositions and maintain a structured timeline. For example, if you have a sequence named as Sequence A within your project,
search
and
for
you
the
want to
3D
insert
camera
or
tracker
overwrite it
effect
into
and
another
apply it to your
sequence
video.
named as
The
Sequence
tracking
B,
process can
you
take
can
some
choose
time,
between two
depending
options.
on the length and resolution of your video.
Insert and
Once the
overwrite
tracking
as
is
individual
complete,
clips.
you will see a series
If
of
you
tracking
select
points
this
appear
option,
on the screen.
Premiere Pro will
These
treat the
points will shift
contents of
and
Sequence
disappear
A
as the
as
camera
individual
moves through the
clips.
shot.
When you
There are
insert
two
or
main settings you
overwrite
can
Sequence
adjust to
A
change
into
how the
Sequence
tracking
B,
points look.
each clip
The
within
first option
Sequence
is
A will be
tracking
placed
point
on its
size,
own track
which
in
lets you
Sequence
increase
B.
the size of the
This
tracking
level of
points for
control
better
lets you
visibility,
fine-tune the clips
especially useful
and their
for
arrangement
4K
in the
footage.
new sequence
The
like a
second
pro.
option is target size,
2.
which adjusts
Insert
the
and
size of the
overwrite
target
as nest.
marker in the scene.
If you
You
choose
can
this
increase
option,
it if you want to make the
Premiere
marker
Pro
more
will treat
prominent.
Sequence A as
After
a single
adjusting
nested
these,
sequence.
click on tracking
When you
points
insert
to
or
select
overwrite
area, then
Sequence A
right-click and
into
choose
Sequence
Create
B,
Solid.
the
And
entire
camera.
contents of
The solid
Sequence A will be
placed on
treated
the
as a
track
single
plane,
clip
and you can
placed on a
customize it
single
further.
track in
You can
Sequence B.
resize and move the solid
It's perfect
as
for
needed.
keeping things
Once
grouped
you're
together
satisfied,
and
right-click
preserving
on the
the
solid
overall
and
structure
choose
of
Pre-compose.
Sequence A within
Make
Sequence
sure Leave
B.
all attributes are selected.
Now we have a Snap in
OK.
Timeline button.
You can
Shortcut
double-click
for
on the
Snap in
pre-comp to
Timeline
open it
is
up.
S.
Inside
It allows
the
us to
pre-comp,
magnetically
import
snap
your video
one edit
or
to
image.
the end of another.
Make sure the
For
video
example,
is placed
if
above
it is
the
off,
solid layer.
whenever we drag
You can
clips
adjust the
on the
position by
timeline,
dragging
there's
it
a
and
possibility
press S to
that the
scale it.
clips will not attach
Return
to
to the
each
main
other.
composition.
There will be
You will
gaps in
see your
between
video
clips.
now correctly tracked onto the surface.
Turning
You
the
can
Snap
track
in
more
Timeline
points by
will make
using
sure
the
there
same
are no
steps.
gaps while dragging and dropping the clips
The
on the
best part
timeline.
is that you can always go back to the pre-comp and make any changes.
The
When
next
you
one
return to
is
your
the
main
linked
composition,
selection button.
the updates will
The
automatically
linked selection
be applied.
button allows
If
you to
want
toggle the
download
connection
project
between the
files
video
or
and
any of the
audio on the
assets used to
timeline.
creating this video,
For example,
you can find
if
the
I
link
select
in the
this clip
description
on
below.
the timeline, the
Scan
audio
this
will be
QR
selected
code
too.
to connect with Novela
Once I turn
Film
off the
Academy,
link selection,
learn video editing,
I can work
graphic
separately
design,
with
or get
audio and
professional
video.
editing services. And
Then we
that's
have
it.
a marker
Let us know
icon,
what you'd like to
which
see
adds
next.
markers
Drop
on
your
the timeline
suggestions in
wherever the
comments
playhead
below.
is placed.
Subscribe
Markers can
to
be used
Novela
for
Film
commenting
Academy
about
for
selected
more
parts of the
videos.
timeline,
In this tutorial,
defining
I am
chapters
going
in
to
the
show you
project,
how to do this
and for
face
adding a
motion tracking
URL that provides
stabilization
more
effect
information
in
about
After
selected
Effects.
parts.
Let's get started.
For example, place your playhead where you want to add markers on the timeline. Make sure clips are not selected and select marker icon. Or simply use the M shortcut and
Here
a
in
marker
After
will be
Effects,
added to
I've
your
got this
timeline.
video of a girl dancing.
Now double-click
If
the
you play
marker
it back,
to change its
you'll notice
name,
the camera is moving
duration,
quite a bit, and the girl isn't
comments,
staying in the center of the frame.
chapter marker,
The goal is to
web
lock
link,
the camera
etc.
onto the girl, keeping her centered throughout the video.
Beside
We
the
can
marker,
do this using
there's
the
an
tracker panel
icon
in
for
After
settings of
Effects.
timeline.
If you don't see the
Under
tracker
timeline
panel,
settings,
go to the window
the first
menu
one
and ensure
is
tracker
Show
is
Source
selected.
Clip Name
Then
and
in
Label,
the timeline,
which shows the
highlight
names
your
and
video
labels
by
of your
clicking
clips,
on it.
if you have
In
given
the
them.
tracker panel, click the Stabilize Motion button. This
Show
action
video
opens the
thumbnails.
video in a
It
new
provides
window,
a reference
and you'll
frame
see a
on
tracker
each
point.
individual clip.
This tracker point is essential as it defines the part of the video
Show
we
video
want to lock
keyframes.
onto. You'll
It will
need to move
display
to the subject
keyframe
you want to
information
track.
straight
In
on our
this
video
case,
clips.
the dancing
If
girl.
you have a
Before
keyframe on
proceeding,
video,
ensure you're on the first frame of the
show video
in the
names.
timeline. Zoom in for
It
better
will display
precision
the names
and
of the
drag the
videos.
tracker point to the area you want to
show
track.
audio
I
waveform.
suggest choosing a
It will
point of
show
high
waveforms
contrast, like
for the
girl's
audio
specs.
used on the
To help
timeline.
After Effects follow the motion
Show
more
audio
effectively.
keyframes.
The tracker point
It
includes
will
two
display
rectangles,
audio
an
keyframes
inner
if you
one for
have them.
precise tracking, and an outer one for the search area.
Show audio
Adjust
name.
these rectangles carefully.
It will show
Make
the names
inner
of the
rectangle
audio on the
tightly fit
timeline.
the target area, and for the outer rectangle,
Show
leave
clip
extra
markers.
space, but don't overdo it, as this can increase
It will show
rendering
markers
time.
if you
Once
have
you've
marked
positioned
any on the
tracker point,
timeline.
return to the tracker panel and click
Show
Analyze
duplicate
Forward.
frame markers.
After Effects will process the
It
video
will help
frame by
us
frame,
if any clips or
tracking the
frames
selected
are
point.
displayed more
This
than
step
once
may
on
take
the
some
timeline.
time, so be patient. Once the analysis is
Show
complete,
through edits.
scrub through the timeline to
It shows a
preview the
cut in a
tracking
clip
results.
where there is
In
no
most
change
cases,
on
the
either
tracker
side of
will
the clip.
perform well. If the results aren't
Show
accurate,
FX
you can go
badges.
back,
It
adjust
has
the
three
tracker
types
point,
of badges.
and repeat the
The
process.
first one is a
When
gray
you're
one, which
satisfied
means
with the tracking,
there's no
go
change
back
with
to
your
the
clip.
tracker panel and
The
click
second
Apply.
one is
A
yellow,
pop-up
which
will
means you
appear.
have keyframes on
Confirm
your clips.
X and Y, as
And the third
dimensions
one
to
is
apply the
green,
stabilization.
which means you have an actual
After
effect
Effects
on your
will then
clip.
shift the video so the
Show
track
proxy
area remains
badges.
centered
When
throughout.
you're using
If you
proxies
play
in
back
your
the
existing
video,
project,
you'll see the
you'll see a
subject stays in the
specific
middle of the
icon
frame.
displayed on the
However,
top
you'll
left of your
likely
video
notice black
clips.
bars around
Adobe
the edges
Premiere
of the
Pro
video.
uses
These
proxies,
appear because
which are
the
smaller,
stabilization
lower
shifts the
resolution
entire
versions
frame,
of your original
cutting off
video
some parts
files.
of the video.
These proxies
To
help
fix
make
this,
the
you'll
editing
need to
process
scale up the
smoother
video.
and more
Select the
efficient,
video layer,
particularly
press
when
S on
dealing
your
with
keyboard to bring up the
high-resolution
scale
footage
property,
like
and
4K
increase
or
the
higher
scale value
formats.
until the black bars are no
Composite
longer
preview
visible.
during trim.
The amount of scaling
It simply
needed
shows you a
depends on your
composite
video.
of both
For
the frame
mine,
being
I set
trimmed
the scale
and
to
the frame of the
73%.
current clip on
Once
the
scaled,
timeline.
play the
You
video
can turn
back
this
again.
off to see a
You'll see the
full-screen
subject
preview
remains
of
centered,
only the
with
frame
no
being
black bars
trimmed.
visible. The camera appears locked onto the girl,
Minimize
creating a
all
smooth
tracks.
stabilization
It
effect.
will minimize
This
all the
technique
tracks
works
on the
great for
timeline.
videos where you want to focus on a moving subject while
Expand all
minimizing
tracks.
camera movement.
It will
If
expand
you want
all
to
the
download
tracks on the
project files
timeline.
or any of the assets used to creating this
Save
video,
presets.
you can find
This
the link
will
in
create
the
a
description
preset
below.
from your current
Scan
timeline
this QR
settings.
code to connect with Novela Film Academy. Learn video
Manage
editing,
presets.
graphic design,
Here you can
or get
manage your
professional
timeline
editing
presets.
services. And that's it. Let us know what you'd like to see
Customize
next.
video header.
Drop your
It
suggestions
helps us
in
to
the comments
customize
below.
video headers
Subscribe
available
to
on the
Novela Film
timeline.
Academy for more such videos. Hi friends, today in this new After
Customize
Effects
audio
tutorial,
header.
we will
It
learn
helps us to
together how
customize
recreate
audio
Netflix
headers
logo
available on the
animation in a
timeline.
short, simple, and tricky way. And
At
without
last,
any
we have
plugin.
closed
Let's
CC,
get started.
which is for captions. This one allows us to toggle between showing and hiding captions on the timeline.
In a new
The
After
source
Effects
monitor
file,
plays one
create
video
a
clip
new
at a time,
composition of size
and its
2000
primary
pixel
job
by
is to
400
help the
pixel.
editors prepare the
Rename it
video
bar,
footage
and
for
we keep
editing.
The duration, for example, 10
Source
seconds.
monitor contains both
After
time
that, we
ruler
right-click to create a new
and
solid.
controls for
Let's make it
playback.
pure red and the same size
The
as
time code can be
composition.
seen at the bottom
After
left
that,
of
go
the
to
source
Effects and
monitor,
Presets
which portrays the duration
and
of the
apply
clip.
linear white.
This duration can vary from
Start
hours
by
to
inverting
frames
the
per
wipe
second.
angle to minus
Besides the
90.
time code, we
Create
have a
first
scaling
keyframe at
tool
the first
for the
frame.
source
Make
monitor.
it 100.
This scaling tool
At the
helps
first
the
step,
editor to zoom
revert it
in
to 0,
and zoom
at
out of the
5
video
seconds,
clips
we
inside
create
the
another
source
keyframe.
monitor.
It's the
Scaling
duplication
options
of the
are
second
available
keyframe.
from 10%
The
up to
last keyframe will be
400%.
100. The animation result will be like
We
this.
also have video only and
Now we'll
audio
create a
only
feather
icons.
to the second part of the
If
animation,
we only click
and
and
to keep it
drag the
only in
video
second
only
part,
icon,
we are
the
obliged
video
to
will
create
be
a
dragged
keyframe
to
or
the
two
timeline.
keyframes in the middle of
And
the
similarly, if we
Now it's
click
time
and
to
drag
create
the
the tricky
audio
effect.
only icon,
The tricky
then
effect
only
is
the
block
audio
dissolve.
will be dragged
Apply
to the
block
timeline.
dissolve from the effects and presets. Change the
Now let's
values,
discuss
for
the
example,
playback
75%
resolution
in the
settings
transition
for the source
completion,
monitor.
2500
Playback
in the
resolution
block width and
settings
the block
allow
height
the
at
user
5.
to lower the
If you are
resolution
happy
of the
with the stripe
previews
or the
that
size
Premiere
of the
Pro
stripe, you can
displays
move to
in the
second
source
layer.
monitor.
Duplicate
Lower
the same
resolutions
layer
are
by
easier to
pressing
playback,
Control
so
plus
you
D.
can set playback
Now we'll change the
resolution to a
color of
lower
this layer
value.
by using the
For
fill
example,
effect.
1/4
Set the
of the
color to an
actual
orange
resolution
color.
for smooth
Then
playback,
we solo the layer and we update
and set the
setting of
pause
the block
resolution to
dissolve.
full.
For example, 90%
In the
of
description
the transition
below,
completion,
you can find
and
a
the
link
size
to
at
Envato
3.
Elements,
Maybe
which
you'll
offers
keep it sharp
millions
to
of
remove the
incredible
softness.
resources to
Now it's
assist you
time to
on your
delay it a
video
little bit.
creation journey. We also
We
have
can
a
change the
marker
evolution
option
of the
on the
color
bottom
by
of the source
creating
panel,
keyframe for
or
the
you can
fill
simply
color.
press M
For
on the
example,
keyboard.
start with red color
We can
and
add
end
multiple
with orange
markers to
color.
our footage.
After
Markers
that, we
are
can
often
duplicate
used
the
when we
first
need
layer
different
and
portions
push it in
of the same
front
video
and
clip.
remove the block
To
dissolve
remove
effect.
markers,
The
simply
result will be a
right-click on the
consistent
time
solid
ruler
red color
and
at the
choose either
starting
Clear
and at the
Marker
end of the
to remove
animation.
all markers
Now it's
or
time to
Clear
create a
Selected
new
Marker
composition.
to remove
This
only the
composition
selected
will
markers.
be an HD composition with a standard
Then
size.
we have In-Point
Drag and drop the bar
and Out Point
composition
icons,
and update the
which
size.
add a pointer
Press
wherever the
S
playhead
and
is
set
played on the
scale to
timeline.
28%.
Else you can simply
Then
add
press
in
R
and out
and change
points
the
by
orientation
using the
to
keyboard
-90.
shortcuts. That is
Duplicate
I.
the layer 3 times using
And
Control
O.
D. Select the
In-Point
first one
and
drag it
Out-Point
to the left.
helps the editor to
Then
select
select
a
the
certain
second
portion
one
of
and
the
drag
video
it to the
clip
right.
before dragging
Move
it to the
next
timeline.
step. Change the
Besides
orientation
in
of
and
the
out
first
points,
layer,
we have
which
a
is
go
in the
to
middle to
in
90 degree
and go
add
to
a new
out
effect.
icon, which jumps to
Corner
the
pin.
in point of the clip and
Update
out
the
point
corners of
of
the
the
layer
video clip.
To match
Or you can
respectively
simply
the
press
first layer
Shift
and the
plus
second
I
layer.
for go to in, and
Now we
Shift
will
plus
try to
O
make it a little
for
bit
go to
darker
out
using the
on the
exposure
keyboard.
effect. The
Then we
value of
also
the
have the
exposure
option
will
to
be
move
minus
between
1.5.
frames which is back
Copy
one
the
frame
effect and paste
icon,
it to the second layer.
and the forward
Now it's
one
time to
frame
work on the
icon.
animation by
These
delaying the
icons
layers
allow us to move
match
frame
the
by
animation
frame backwards
as in
and
the reference
forwards.
of the logo
The
of the
keyboard
Netflix.
shortcut for this
The
is the
starting
left
of the
arrow
animation
and
looks
right
good,
arrow keys.
But now we have to work on the transition
Source Monitor
effect
also has
by
a
using
play
the
and pause
time
button.
remapping effect.
This helps
And
the
we'll
editor
try
to
get
stop or
references
start
from
playing the
every moment of
footage
the
as
animation.
and when
The
required.
starting of the transition.
Besides this,
the end of the
Source Monitor
transition like
also
that.
has an option
We
of
will
an insert
control the
icon,
animation of each
which helps
layer
us to
match
insert
or
a video
create
clip
continuity
exactly
in
on the spot
animation of the
where the
transition
playhead is placed
between
on the
layers
timeline.
as a
The
reversed
shortcut for
animation.
this is a comma
As you can
symbol.
see, I am moving the
Now let's
keyframes
move on to the
desired
overwrite
time,
icon,
so
which
we can have a
overwrites the
reverse
video clip
animation of the
exactly on the
Netflix
spot
logo.
where the playhead is
Now
placed
it's
on the
time to create a
timeline.
drop shadow
The shortcut
under the
for
middle
this
layer,
is the full
and that's
stop
by
symbol.
creating a drop shadow effect.
Next, we have the
Increase the
export
softness,
frame
for
icon,
example, to
which can be used
120.
for exporting
Then
a
I will
single
try to
frame from the
duplicate
video
same
clip.
layer and choose the
Place your
copy and
playhead on
bind
the
and
desired
increase
frame
the
in the video
softness.
clip.
Mask the
Click
middle
on the
part to
export
create the
frame button.
softness of the middle region.
A dialog
We'll have
box
like
will
the
be
illusion
opened.
of a 3D effect.
Now enter a
As you
name
can
for
see,
this
the
frame
animation looks fine.
and
I
select
think
the
it's time
export
to work
format.
on the curvy base of
You
the
can also
Netflix
check the
logo.
box if you
Create a
want
new
this
solid.
frame to be
Whatever
imported
the
into
color,
your
just
project.
double-click on the ellipse
Just
tool
click on
to create
OK,
an
and your
elliptical
frame
mask.
will be
Drag the
exported.
mask to the lower edge of the logo like this. Next, use
Once
the
you have
blending
created
mode.
a project
we can use
in
the
Premiere
Silhouette
Pro,
Alpha to
all
be
the files
responsible
imported
of
will be
masking
shown
the
in the
desired
project
region.
panel.
Now it's
The
time
project
to work on
panel
the 3D
is where you
animation
can
of the
import,
camera. To do
locate,
that, right-click
find,
and create a new camera.
organize,
Enable the
and
3D
preview your
aspect
clips.
of the layers.
At the
After
bottom
that, we
left of
create
the
some
project
keyframes.
panel,
In the transform
there is a
settings
toggle
of the
button
camera,
to switch
and we
between
start
read-only
creating our
and
navigation
read-write files
through
for
the logo.
project panels.
At a certain moment,
If it's
the
toggled
camera
for
crosses
read-only,
through the logo.
you cannot
To
import
refine
or
the
use
animation,
these files.
we can select
All the
first
files will be
keyframes.
read-only.
With Control plus Shift
Also
plus
on the right
F9,
side, we can see
make it
buttons
easy
for list
ease out.
view
That will give it more
Icon
smoothness
view,
at the starting of the animation.
and freeform
The
view.
remaining part of this tutorial
If you have a
will be
list
the tricky
view
part.
toggled on,
And as you can see
all
here,
the files
just there is
present in the
part with
project
colors
panel
that is
will be
missing.
in the listed
For
view.
that, we create a new composition.
If the icon view is toggled
1500
on,
by 1500
all the
pixel
files in the
size,
project
we
panel
rename
will be
it
in the
colors.
icon view.
10 seconds will be okay.
If the freeform
and we
view is
create a
toggled
new
on,
solid. The new
all the
solid with
files will
same
be in
size of the
freeform view.
composition. After
In the
that, we look
description
for the
below,
effect,
you can
four-color
find a link to Envato
And we
Elements,
change the
which
color
offers
like this.
millions
We
of
start with the
incredible
orange.
resources
After
to
that,
assist
the
you
pure
on your
red.
video
After
creation
that,
journey.
blue. After that, we come
Besides
back to the red.
these,
Like
there is
that,
a
we'll have
slider
this
for adjusting
composition.
the size of
In the
icons
effects
and
and
thumbnails
presets,
of
we search
files.
for the starburst effect,
Right to the
and we
slider,
update the setting
there is a
like
button
this.
for
The
how you
scatter
want to sort your
300,
files in the
speed
project
3,
panel.
the grid spacing 30, and the size
Now there is
30.
an automate
We
sequence
will
option.
have this animation.
By using this
Now,
option,
the tricky part is to
Premiere
create a
Pro
fast
will
box
create a
blur.
sequence for you
And we
using
make it
selected
just for
footage
vertical.
or bins
And
in
we
the
update
project
the blur
panel.
radius to 2500.
We'll further look into
We can
automating
see
to
nothing
sequence
but look at
deeply.
this tricky part.
Right to automate
If
the
we add a
sequence,
curve effect,
we have a
and we
find
choose the
icon
alpha
from
channel,
which we
and
can find the
update
files
curve
in the
like this,
project
we will
panel.
have those bars. Feel free to
After
play
that,
with the setting. To have the
we
best
have an
look.
icon
For
to
me
create
here, I'll
bins
update
in
the
project
size
panels.
At the middle, playing
Besides
with
the bin
keyframes
icon,
to have more
we
thick
have a new
bars
item
in the middle
icon
of the animation.
from where you can
And
create
at the end, I
sequences,
will add a new effect,
adjustment
venison bar.
layers,
Like that, I will
color
control the
mattes,
effect to appear
etc.
and disappear.
And
At the
now,
starting of
at
the
last, we
animation
have a
and at the
delete
end,
icon,
I will
which
play on the
deletes selected
transition
files
completion
in the project
every
panel.
time I need just to make the effect appear or disappear, and I will play
First
also
of all,
with the size
we
of
will
the
select
width
the
of the
sequence,
appliance.
which we want to
I'll continue
export.
playing with the setting
Go
just
to the
till
File
moment
menu,
I find the best look or the
Export,
best look that matches the
and
Netflix
then Media.
intro. Yes, we are reaching
Or else
something
use a
nice
keyboard
here.
shortcut,
Now I
that
will
is
add the
Control
colors
plus M
composition to my
on
original
Windows,
scene.
or Command plus M
I'll try
on
to
Mac.
place those colors in the right
You can
place.
now see the export window.
Switch on the 3D
Here name your
option of
file
the layer.
according to your
I'll
requirement.
place it again.
I have named it Sample.
Once it's a 3D layer,
Now,
it will follow
click on
the
Browse
animation of the
and
camera.
select your preferred
I find that the
location
color
where you
bars
want to
are in
save
the
your
front,
file.
So I push them into the back.
In the
After
preset
some
drop-down
adjustments
menu,
and enhancements,
select
the animation
preset
looks
according
great.
to your requirement.
It's now the time to work
For
on
now,
the global
I'm
timing of
selecting
the
Match
animation.
Source
To do
Adaptive
that,
High Bitrate.
drag and drop comp 1
In
to a
Format,
new composition.
select
This will create a new composition
6:4 codec
Right-click
for
on the
high
layer,
quality
then go
and
to
before
time,
video
and
and
enable
low
the
file
time
size.
remapping. Create
the
a new
video,
keyframe at every animation
select
articulation.
Render
For
at
example,
maximum
at
depth
the end, create a
and
keyframe
use
at the full
maximum
screen
render
color.
quality.
After that, we
After
drag
that,
the keyframes
just
to make
click
the
on
intro a
Export
little bit
on the
faster,
right bottom,
and we'll keep a
and
hold
your
on the
video will
colors a
start
little bit.
rendering.
Now the
The time
animation is
depends on the
faster
video
and it's more close
resolution,
to the original
effects
one of
used,
Netflix logo,
etc.
The final step
In
is
the
to
description
create a new
below,
adjustment layer.
you can find a link to
and we'll
Envato
add a glow
Elements,
effect.
which offers millions
I
of
will
incredible
play on the settings of this
resources
effect
to assist
to
you
match
on
the
your video
desired look
creation
or
journey.
to reach the desired look at every moment
Now,
of the animation.
let's see how to export
For example,
video
at the
using an
starting of the
Adobe
animation,
Media
the
Encoder.
glow is not
Keep in
intense,
mind that
but
for
I will increase
exporting
it at the
using a
end of the
media
animation,
encoder,
as you can
versions
see
of
here.
both applications
If you want
should
to
be the
download
same.
project
In
files
my
or any
case,
of the assets
I have the
used to creating this
2022
video,
version
you
of
can find
Premiere
the link in
Pro.
the description below.
Then similarly,
Scan this
I need a
QR
Media
code to connect
Encoder
with Novela Film
2022 for
Academy.
exporting.
Learn video editing,
Now, go
graphic
to the
design,
File menu,
or get professional
then
editing services,
Export.
and that's it. Let us
And
know
click
what you'd
on
like
Media.
to see next. Drop your suggestions
or else
in the
use a
comments
keyboard
below.
shortcut.
Subscribe
That is
to
Control
Novela
plus
Film
M
Academy
on
for
Windows
more such
or
videos.
Command plus
In this
M on
After
Mac
Effects
to
tutorial,
open the export
I'll show
window.
you how to create a 2D character
Here you need to
walk
name
cycle
your file.
animation using Illustrator
Define
files.
location.
Let's get started.
Select the preset and format. Now at the right bottom, click on Send to Media Encoder. Adobe Media Encoder will be opened.
First, open your
Here
2D
you can
character
change the
file in
format of the
Illustrator.
video.
Once it's open, collapse the
Add
file
presets.
into individual pieces to separate
And also
them.
define the
Select
output
the
name.
first layer. Click
and
the icon
location.
to release the layers.
Now
and
at the
drag
top
to
right,
separate them.
click on the play button. Your video
After
will start
separating the
exporting.
pieces, rename them
Here
one by
rendering
one.
time depends
It's
on the
important to
resolution
rename
and
each layer
effects
for
used
clarity.
in the video.
This helps keep things
If you want to
organized.
download project
Now, you'll
files
have
or
individual
any of the
parts for
assets
each
used
body
in
part,
creating this
such as
video,
head,
you can
body,
find the link
neck,
in the
hands,
description
and
below.
legs, which
And
will
that's
further
it.
break down for
In this
easier
tutorial,
animation.
you've learned the interface
Next,
basics,
save the Illustrator
including the
file by
tool
pressing
panel,
Control
timeline,
plus S.
source panel,
Let's
project
import this
panel,
into After
and the
Effects.
process of exporting
Double-click in the
videos.
project panel.
Kindly
Select
share
your
your
file
experience in
and
the
click on
comments
Import.
section below.
Make sure to select
Thanks for
Import
watching,
kind to
and we'll see
composition
you
and
soon
footage
in the next
dimensions to
video
layer
tutorial.
size, and click OK.
Hey guys,
Double-click to open the
welcome to our
character
Premiere
composition.
Pro Beginners
Select
tutorial.
all the layers
In this
except
video,
VG and
we'll
press
cover
T
the
to reveal
interface
the
basics,
opacity.
including
Set
the
the
tool
opacity
panel,
to 50%.
timeline, source panel,
Select the anchor
project
point
panel,
tool
and the
relocate
process
the
of
anchor
exporting
points of each
videos.
object.
Whether you're
For
new
instance,
to
for the
editing
head,
or looking to
move the
brush up
anchor
your
point
skills,
between the head
we've
and
got
neck.
you covered.
Do this
Let's
for
get
all
started.
body parts, including the legs, ensuring smooth animation transition. Once the anchor points are adjusted, set the opacity back to 100%. Then start parenting each body part layer.
Let's start with the home
For
screen.
example,
The home
parent
screen
the lower hand
is
to
where
the
you
upper
begin
hand
with Adobe
and
Premiere
the hand
Pro.
To the lower hand.
It has options
Continue
to
with the
create a
legs,
new
parent
project
the lower leg to
or
the upper
open
leg,
existing
and
project.
So on. Don't forget to parent the head.
When we create
body,
a new
neck,
project,
upper
we
hand,
can see
and
the header
upper leg
bar
to the hip
to
as
navigate
well.
with Premiere Pro.
Now you can start
Firstly,
animating the
we
walk
have a
cycle.
home button
Begin
to
by
open the home
animating the
screen.
leg, thigh, knee, and
Then
shoe.
we have an import
Move 10
tab,
frames
which will
forward
help
into
us import
timeline.
files.
Select
Next,
the leg layers,
we have an
press
edit
R for
tab,
rotation,
which will be our
clicking the
main tab
stopwatch
for
to add
editing
initial
in Premiere
keyframe
Pro.
into timeline.
After that,
Move to the
we
first
have an
frame
export
and rotate
tab,
the
which
thigh
will
to
help us
simulate the
export
walking
videos.
motion. Repeat the process
Below
for the knee
that,
and shoe,
we have the
adjusting
project
its
name,
rotation slightly
and
to
hovering
match
over
the
your
movement.
project will also show the destination where the project is saved.
After animating the leg,
Then we have a
copy and
workspace
paste the
tab,
first keyframes
from which
to
we
the
can
last
change
by pressing
workspaces.
Control plus C and
Following
Control
that,
plus V
we have a quick
to make the
export
animation
button,
loop
which helps
seamlessly.
us export
Apply the
videos
loop out
quickly.
expression by alt
Lastly,
clicking the
we have
stopwatch and
maximized
going to
video
the
output
property.
for viewing
This
video
will make the
output
animation
in full screen
continue
mode.
indefinitely.
To
Do
exit
the
the
same
full
for the
screen
knee and
mode,
shoe.
press keyboard shortcut Control
Now,
plus
to animate
Tilde
the left
on
leg,
Windows
duplicate the
or
right
Command
leg
plus
layers by
Tilde
selecting
on
them
Mac.
and pressing Control
Now let's
plus
see
D.
the different
Place
workspaces
them
available
below and
in
replace
Adobe
the right
Premiere
leg
Pro.
parts with the left leg
Adobe
parts,
Premiere Pro
adjusting
uses
their
panel-based
positions and rotations
interfaces,
to mirror
which are
the right
called
leg's movement.
workspaces.
You'll
The
now have
default
the full walk
workspace
cycle for
contains a
both
group of
legs.
panels
For
and
the arms,
standalone
select
panels.
the arm layers
We can
and press
customize
R
a
to reveal the
workspace
rotation.
by arranging
Set
panels
initial
in a
keyframes
layout
at
that
the
suits
10th
us.
frame.
We can
Rotate
create
the
several
freehand
custom
layers in the first
workspaces
frame
for
to the
different
desired
tasks.
position.
The
Then
first
record the
workspace
keyframe
available in
and
Premiere
move
Pro
20
is
frames
Essentials.
forward.
In Essentials,
Rotate the arm
everything
and
we
hand again
need
to
is
simulate the
organized
swinging
for
motion
easy
as the
access.
character walks.
It's recommended
Keep
if you
adjusting
work
the
on a
rotation
single
every
monitor
10
setup.
frames,
Also,
and apply the loop
this
out
is the
expression
default
to the arm and
workspace
hand
of Premiere
rotations
Pro.
to make them loop
Next
continuously.
is the vertical workspace,
Now, to
which is
animate
best
the
for
left arm,
vertical videos.
duplicate the right arm layers
Then we
by
have the
selecting
learning
them
workspace,
and pressing
which can be
Control plus
used while
D.
learning in-app
Place them to
tutorials
below
and editing.
and adjusting their positions and
Assembly.
rotations to mirror
The
the right
assembly
arm's
workspace
movement.
is designed for
With
fast
these steps
review
completed,
and rough cut
you've now
editing.
created a 2D character walk
Editing.
cycle in After
Editing
Effects.
is the
You
default
can tweak
editing
the
workspace
animation further
in
to
Premiere
perfect
Pro,
the timing
which
or
has
rotation,
25 panels.
But this basic structure will
Color.
get you a smooth
Premiere
walking
Pro
animation.
provides professional
Happy
quality
animating.
color grading
If you
and
want
color
to download
correction
project
tools
files
in the
or any
color
of the
workspace.
assets used to creating this video, you can find
Effects.
a link in the description
The effects
below.
workspace has
Scan
various
this QR
effects for
code to
video
connect
and
with
audio
Novela
editing.
Film Academy. Learn video
Audio.
editing, graphic
In Adobe
design,
Premiere
or
Pro's
get
audio
professional editing
workspace,
services,
you can edit
and
audio,
that's it.
add
Let
effects,
us know what
and
you'd like to
mix.
see next. Drop your suggestions in the
Captions
comments
and
below.
graphics.
Subscribe
The
to
Captions
Novela
and
Film
Graphics
Academy for more
workspace
such videos.
is used while
Hey
working
friends,
with
in this
captions
Premiere
or
Pro
graphics on your
tutorial,
video.
I will show you how to create this
Review.
sans text animation.
The Review
Let's get
workspace is
started.
used if you want to use Frame.io for reviews. Libraries. The Library workspace allows you to add and share
First,
media and
select the
assets
text tool
between various
and type
Adobe
out your
apps.
desired text.
All
Next,
panels.
Go to the Align
The
tab
All
and
Panels
center the
workspace
text.
has all panels
After that,
available
use
in
the
Premiere
anchor
Pro.
point tool. Hold Control
Metalogging.
and double-click to
The
center
metalogging
the anchor
workspace
point.
is for
Right-click
entering
on the
metadata
text layer,
after
choose
importing,
Pre-compose,
capturing, or
check
digitizing
Move
media
All
into Premiere
Attributes.
Pro.
Then click OK.
Production.
Press Control
The
plus
production
D to
workspace
duplicate the
is
layer.
used while working or
Right-click the
collaborating with a
duplicate
team
and
on a
select
production.
Pre-compose.
Now let's see
Check
the
Move
different
All
methods of
Attributes.
changing the workspace.
Then click OK.
The first one is from
Now,
the
go to
Workspace
Effects
tab,
and Presets.
where a drop-down
Search
list
for
will
CC
appear with
Particle System
workspaces.
2 and apply it to the
The
layer.
second one is from
In the Physics
Window.
section, set the
Workspaces.
animation value to direction.
By default,
The
Premiere
velocity
Pro
to
opens
0.5,
projects in whatever
direction
workspace you
to
currently have
90
open.
degrees,
However,
extra to
you can
0,
open a project
and
in the
gravity
workspace
to
last used with it.
-0.2.
Before opening
Expand
a
the
project,
producer section
select
and
Window,
set the X radius to 4 and
Workspaces.
Y radius to 15.
Import
Ensuring the time
workspace from
indicator
project.
is at the start.
Additionally,
Animate the
we can
positions
modify
X
the
value
order
to
of
1920.
workspaces or delete
Bring
them.
the time indicator
To modify
to
the
around
order,
4 seconds.
go to the
and set the
Workspace tab
position value to
and
0.
choose Edit
In the
Workspaces.
Particles section,
or go to
set
Window,
the birth color to white
Workspaces,
and the death color to black.
Edit
and check
Workspaces.
source alpha
The Edit
inheritance.
Workspaces dialog
Next,
will open,
right-click,
where you can
go to
reorder
New,
workspaces,
and add a
hide
solid
them,
layer,
or delete
choosing
custom
any color.
workspaces. Also,
Place the
we can
solid
dock,
layer between
group,
the two
or float
pre-composed
panels
layers.
in Adobe Premiere
Then go
Pro.
to Effects and
We can
Presets,
dock panels
search
together,
for linear
move them
wipe,
into
and
or
apply
out
it
of
to the
groups,
solid layer.
and undock them
Change
so they
the wipe
float
angle
above
to
the
-90
application window.
degrees. Bring the
Docking
time
zones
indicator
exist
to
along the
start
edges
and
of a
create
panel,
keyframes for
group,
the
or
transition
window.
completion.
Docking a panel places
Select
it
the
near the
sand layer,
existing
press
group,
U to
resizing
reveal all
all groups to
keyframes,
accommodate
and
the
bring
new
the
panel.
time indicator
For
to
example,
around 4
if I want the
seconds.
Effect
Set the
Controls panel
transition
anywhere
completion
else,
value to
I will select the
100% and
Effect
adjust the
Controls
feather
panel
to 30.
from the top and drag
Lastly,
it to another
change the
dock.
track mat
Now
of
we
the
can
first
see
layer
there are
to
multiple
Lumamat.
places at the edge
If
of
you
this
don't
panel.
see the option,
Simply go
click
to the edge
toggle
where you
switches
want to
slash
add the
modes button
effect
to reveal
controls
it.
and release
If
the
you
mouse
want to
button.
download project
Your
files
Effect
or any of
Controls
the
panel
assets
will be
used to
docked there.
creating this video, you
Grouping
can find
zones
the link
exist in the
description
middle of
below.
a panel or group
Scan
along the
this QR
tab
code
area
to
of the
connect with
panel.
Novela
Dropping
Film
a
Academy.
panel on a grouping
Learn
zone
video editing,
stacks it with
graphic
other
design,
panels.
or get
For
professional
example,
editing services.
I will select the
and that's it.
Effect Controls
Let us know
panel
what you'd
from
like
the
to
top
see next. Drop
and
your
drag and drop
suggestions
it
in the
in the
comments
middle of
below.
the program monitor.
Subscribe to
Now
Novela
you can
Film
see
Academy
we have the
for more such
program monitor
videos.
and
Hey
effect
guys,
controls
in this tutorial,
in a group.
I will show
If the
you how to
panel you
create
want to
5
dock
different
or
text
group is not
animations in
visible,
After Effects.
choose it from the
Let's get
window
started.
menu. Now let's see how to undock a panel in a floating window. When we undock a panel in a floating window, we can add panels to the window and modify
I will
it
be using
compared to the
1920
application
by
window.
1080, 30
You can
frames
use
per
floating
second
windows
composition
to
for
use a
each example.
secondary monitor
The font
or
will
to
use
create
Poppins bold with
workspaces.
size of
For example,
150 pixels.
if I want to
that has
undock
central text
the
paragraph.
Effect Controls panel,
Now in the first
I
example,
will
there is
right-click
no
on the
animation.
panel menu
So let's go
and
ahead and
select the
create one.
Undock option.
First, expand the properties
The
of the
Effect
text.
Controls
Click
panel
the
will
Animate
start
button
floating.
and select Position. Then you will see the
Now
Add
let's
button
see
appear.
resizing the
Click
panel
on it.
groups.
Go to
When
Property
we
and
position the
select
pointer over
Opacity.
dividers between
Now to
panel
bring the
groups,
text down,
resize
we're going to
icons
increase
appear.
the second
When you
position
drag these
value to like
icons, all
150.
groups that share the
And then we're
divider
going to
are
set
resized.
opacity to 0%.
For example,
Let's
if I
expand
want
a range
the Effect
selector.
Controls
Make sure
panel
you are at the
to
start
be
of the
horizontally
timeline.
small,
Create a
I will
keyframe
go
for
to the
offset
divider
by
between
clicking the
Effect
stopwatch
Controls
and set it it to negative
Program Monitor,
-100%.
and drag
Move
it
1
towards the
second
right to
forward
make the
and set it to a
Effect
positive
Controls panel
100%.
horizontally
In the
small.
advanced settings,
This will also
set shape
affect the
to
size
ramp
of the
up, then
program
set ease
monitor,
high to 25%
making it larger
and ease
horizontally.
low to 100%.
Now let's see how we
Let's
can
check the
brighten
preview.
or darken the interface.
Now we have a very
You can
smooth and
lower the
elegant
brightness,
text reveal.
especially when working in a darkened editing
Let's
suite
move to the
or
second
when
example.
making color
We're
corrections.
going to open and
To
expand
change
the
the
drop-down
brightness
of the
on
text.
Mac,
Click
go
the
to
Animate
Premiere
button
Pro,
and select Position.
Preferences,
Click the Add button, then Property,
Appearance.
then Opacity,
and for
again
Windows,
click the Add button.
go to Edit,
then Property,
Preferences,
then Tracking.
then Appearance.
Now we're going to bring
the
the
Appearance
text down
panel,
once again.
Adjust
So
the
set
brightness
position to 150
and
that we used
intensity
previously.
of the highlight color
and before we
according
use
to your
opacity,
requirements.
decrease the tracking amount to crunch the letters together like that, so it will be -80.
In Premiere Pro,
Then set
the
opacity
Tools
to
panel
0%.
is found on the left side
Again,
of your
make sure you
workspace
are at the start
and is
of the
packed with
timeline.
useful editing
In the Range
tools.
Selector 1,
These tools are
create a
meant to help
keyframe
you
for
edit
start.
your videos
Move
quickly,
to 1 second,
smoothly,
and set
and
it to
effectively.
100%.
The first tool in the Tool panel is the Selection
now drag
tool.
and select these keyframes.
It is used for
Press
selecting
F9 to
clips,
ease the
menu
keyframes.
items, and
While
other
the keyframes
objects
are
in the
selected,
user
we're going to
interface.
open the graph
The
editor.
keyboard shortcut
Here
for
I'm
the
using
Selection
Speed
tool
Graph.
is V.
Select any point.
Using
then
this
you will see
selection
the yellow
tool,
handles.
we can select
I'm
clips
going to
on the
drag both of
timeline
them all
and
the
drag
way in,
them
then
wherever
exit the
we
graph
want.
editor. And here we
The
have
next
a very
one
snappy
is the
animation
Track Selection
compared to the
Forward
smooth
tool.
that we created
It is used to
previously.
select all the
Now let's
clips
jump
to the
over
right
to
of
the
the
third
cursor
example.
in a sequence.
Again,
The
expand
keyboard
settings.
shortcut for this
Click the
is
Animate
A.
button, and this time
We have
I'm
taken
going
the
to
Track
select
Selection
Blur.
tool and
Then
will
click
select
the
this
Add
clip.
button, and
This
set
tool will
property to
select all the
opacity.
clips to the
Now,
right of
before
my
we
click.
use any opacity, let's
The
increase
next one
the blur
is the Track
until we
Selection
cannot tell
Backward
what the
tool.
word says.
It is used to
Set it to
select all the clips
150.
to the left of the
Then set
cursor in
opacity
a
to
sequence.
0%.
The keyboard
Again,
shortcut
at
for
the
this
start
is
of the timeline,
Shift
we're
plus
going to
A.
expand Range Selector 1
I have taken the
and
Track
create a
Selection
keyframe
tool
for
and will
offset.
select this clip.
Set it to -100.
This tool will select all
Go
the
1
clips
second
to the
forward
left of my
and set
click.
it to +100.
The next one
Expand
is the
Advanced
Ripple
settings.
Edit tool.
Again,
The
set
shortcut
shape to
for the
ramp
Ripple
up, and
Edit
for the
tool
ease
is
high,
B.
leave it as 0%.
It is used to
and
trim
ease
the
low,
in
set
or
it
out
to
point
-50%.
between two clips
Now
on the
you can see
timeline.
we have a simple
The Ripple
blur
Edit
animation.
tool closes
But if
gaps
we
caused
enable
by the
randomized
edit
order,
and preserves
this will
all
give
the
us kind
edits
of a
to the left
cinematic type
or
of
right of the
animation.
trimmed clip. The next tool
Let's head
is
over
the
to the
Rolling
fourth
Edit
example.
tool. The
Again,
shortcut
expand
for the
this,
Rolling
click
Edit
the
tool
Animate
is
button.
N.
I'm going to
It is
add
used to
scale,
roll the edit point
then
between
Add
two
button,
clips
then
in a
Property,
timeline.
then Opacity.
The Rolling Edit tool trims
going to
the in
set
point of the
scale to
one and the
0%
out point of the other,
opacity to 0%.
while leaving the combined duration
Then
of the two
expand the
clips
Range Selector
unchanged.
1.
The
Create a
next one
keyframe
is
for
the Rate
offset
Stretch
and
tool.
set it to
The shortcut for the
100%.
Rate Stretch
Go to
tool
1
is
second
R.
and set it to a
It is
positive
used to shorten the
100%.
clip on the timeline
Expand
by
Advanced
speeding up its
settings.
playback
Set shape
or
back
to
to
lengthen
ramp
it
up.
by slowing
Now
it down.
set ease low
The
to
Rate Stretch
100 and
tool
ease high
changes
to
speed
25.
and duration,
Here we have a
but
very
leaves the
smooth
in and
scale
out points of
animation,
the clip
which you would see a lot in
unchanged.
motion graphics type of work. To the fifth
Then we have a
example,
remix tool
for this,
that
once
helps in
again,
remixing
expand this.
audio.
Click the Animate
Select the
button.
Remix tool
We're going to select Tracking
and drag the
then
edge of an
Add
audio
button.
clip.
Set Property to Opacity. Before
An
we use
essential
any
sound
opacity,
panel will be
let's
opened
decrease the tracking
where you
amount
can
to crunch
remix
letters
audio
once
clips
again.
using
So
these
-80.
properties.
Then
The
set
next
the
one
opacity
is
to
a
0.
Razor tool.
Expand
The
Range
shortcut for
Selector
the Razor
1
tool
and
is
create
C.
a keyframe for
It is
start
used to
at
make
0%.
one or more cuts and clips
Let's
on a
move 1
timeline.
second forward.
Click
Set
a
it to
point in a
100.
clip to split it
Drag
at
and
that
select the
precise
keyframe.
location.
Press F9
Also,
to easy
you
ease
can
them.
add cuts
Go
by
to the
pressing
graph editor
Control
and do the
plus
same
K
thing,
or
pulling
Command
these
plus
handles
K
all the way
on the
in.
keyboard.
Now exit the graph editor.
In the description
And let's
below,
preview
you
this,
can
so
find
this
a
way
link
the
to
letters
Envato
animate
Elements,
from the left.
which offers millions of
like they were
incredible
stuck together,
resources
and they
to
are
assist
quickly
you on your
expanding.
video creation
So
journey.
one important tip here is you could add
The next
motion
one
blur
is
if
the
you would
Slip
like the
tool.
text animation to
The
be
shortcut
even
for the
smoother.
Slip
Click
tool
on the
is
toggle
Y.
switches slash modes
It is
to
used
see
to
the motion blur
simultaneously
option.
change the
So
in and
here,
out
if we
points of a
enable
clip
motion
in a
blur,
timeline
you can see
while
that
keeping
the
the
whole
time
animation
span
will be a lot
between them
smoother.
constant.
Now I'm going to go
The
back
next
and
one
add
is a
motion
slide
blur
tool.
to every
The
example,
shortcut for the
and we can
slide
preview
tool
them
is
again.
U.
So
It
this
is used
the
to move a
first
clip
one
to the
and
left
enable motion
or
blur.
right in a
If you
timeline
don't see
while
this
simultaneously
column, click
trimming the
toggle
two
switches on
clips that
modes
surround
until
it.
you do, and you'll
The
see
next
the
one
motion
is
blur.
the pen tool.
So check this
The
one.
shortcut
Make
for
sure
the
this
pen
one is
tool is
also
P.
blue. So you can
It
see
is
the
used to
motion
set
blur.
or select
This is the
keyframes,
first one, the motion blur.
or to adjust
The
connector
second
lines
one.
in a timeline. Drag a connector
Third,
line
well, to the
vertically
blur,
to
you
adjust
can't
it.
really apply
Use
motion
Control
blur.
plus
Let's
left
go to
click
the fourth
or
one,
Command
enable
plus
motion
left
blur.
click on the
And here's
connector
the
line
last one,
to set
so
a
using
keyframe.
motion blur is
The
completely
next tool
up to you.
is the rectangle
If you
tool.
want to download
It allows
project
you to
files or
create
any of the
rectangular
assets
shapes,
used to creating
and you
this
can
video,
modify
you can
its
find the link
properties
in the
in the
description
Effect
below.
Control panel, then
Scan
Shape,
this QR
and
code
then
to connect with
Appearance.
Novela
You can
Film
adjust
Academy.
parameters
Learn
such as
video
color,
editing, graphic
stroke,
design,
and
get
shadow.
professional editing services.
Following that
and
is
that's
the
it.
ellipse
Let
tool,
us know what you'd
which
like
is
to
used
see
for
next.
creating
Drop your
ellipse
suggestions
shapes.
in the comments below.
Lastly,
Subscribe
we have
to
the
Novela
polygon
Film
tool,
Academy
which
for more
enables
such
you to
videos.
create polygons.
Hey guys, in this After Effects tutorial,
The next one
I
is
am
a
going
hand
to show
tool.
you how to create
The
this
shortcut
flow map,
for the hand
easy
tool
flow
is
line
Edge.
effect. Using
It is
Loop
used
Flow
to move
plugin.
the viewing area
Let's
of a
get
timeline
started.
to the right or left. The next one is the zoom tool. The shortcut for the zoom tool is Z. It is used to zoom in or zoom out
Start
in a
by
timeline
creating
viewing
a new
area.
composition of
Click in the viewing
1920 by
area to zoom
1080
in by one
and rename
increment.
it Loop Flow.